Welcome to the city of Brno. As you can see at my back, this is the Church of Brno. And in here, I will show you on the next slide, the fortress where Brno is. This is actually an amazing fact where Brno is considerably like Intramuros. That's my only reference in the Philippines. So as you can see here, it's a fortress and it actually shows this whole city is derived from protecting the whole citizen of Brno. So according to this, the siege of Brno by the Swedish army in 1645 is one of the most famous events in the history of the city. It belongs to the last stage of the 30 Years' War from 1635 to 1648. During 1645, the Swedish army seized control over almost the whole Moravia with the aim to capture the capital of the Austrian Empire, Vienna. In their way was Brno. When its unconquerable fortress Spilberk, the Swedish armed forces threatened Brno 3 times, but only in spring in 1645 the besieging was serious and heavy, involving many Austrian and Swedish troops. The crucial moment was Tuesday, August 15, 1645. Swedish General Torstensson undertook a frontal attack on 6 places or spots at the same time, but he faded at all those places. General Torstensson, a couple of days later after this event, withdrew with his army away from Brno, and later even abandoned the position of main military leader of the Swedish army. Well, in lieu to what we have shown you earlier, we will be going and traversing the Spilberk Castle and Fortress. As I've shown you earlier how Brno is built inside a fortress to protect itself from the Swedish besiegers. So later on we're going to pause it there. Spilberk Castle. It is a castle on the hilltop in Brno, Southern Moravia. Its construction began as early as the first half of the 13th century by the Primelitz king, and it was completed by King Ottokar of Bohemia. From a major royal castle, established around the mid-13th century and the seat of the Moravian Margraves in the mid-14th century, it was gradually turned into a huge Baroque citadel considered the harshest prison in the Austrian Empire, and then into a barracks. Along the years, Spilberk became a castle, a fortress, and a prison. Spilberk entered public consciousness as a center of tribulation and oppression on 2 more occasions. Firstly, during the First World War, when together with military prisoners, civilian objectors to the Austro-Hungarian regime were imprisoned in Spilberk. And secondly, the first year of the Nazi occupation of Czechoslovakia. Several thousand Czech patriots suffered in Spilberk at that time, some of whom were put to death. For the majority of them, however, Spilberk was only a station on their way to other German prisons and Nazis' concentration camps. In 1939 to 1941, the German army and Gestapo carried out an extensive reconstruction at Spilberk in order to turn into model barracks in the spirit of the romantic historicism of the German Third Reich ideology. The Czechoslovakia army left Spilberk in 1959, putting to a definite end on its military era. The following year, Spilberk became the seat of the City of Brno Museum. The castle walls offer an amazing view of Brno. It also serves as a cultural center housing Museum Mesta Brno, or the Brno City Museum. Concerts, theatrical performances, and festivals are often held here. The castle's large interior courtyard holds a 15-bell carillon, a lookout in the corner tower, and the Baroque Holy Trinity Chapel. The Spilberk casements are a popular place for tourists. Their vaulted passages are rich with romantic as well as terrifying legend. The Brno Museum is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's free of charge with Borno Pass, and entrance actually range from 50 crowns to 280 crowns. The museum offers sightseeing tour, includes the story of the castle, casemates prisons. The story of the castle depicts discovering everything you didn't know about Spilberk and Brno. It has undergone many changes from the Middle Ages up to the present time. Together with your guide, you can see both the exteriors of the castle, which offer breathtaking views of Brno, undisclosed up to now, as well as the interiors. Additionally, if you visit and go and buy the ticket, you'll get the unique opportunity to visit areas that have never been open to the public before, such as the Renaissance Lounge with the only preserved Renaissance window, or the so-called Swallow's Nest, a lounge built during World War II for the workman's officer with an original beautifully decorated tiled stove. The guides have also prepared all sorts of interesting facts and legend about the castle and characters associated with it. So basically, the entry would be 180 crowns, family ticket 415 crowns, and reduced entry 410. The Castle of Brno may not be like a Disney castle or what we aim to be or what we want to see, but nevertheless, it serves its purpose to protect its people. There is something the fortress can give: security, safety, and of course, the people's culture remained at ease. So come and discover Brno's history and culture.
When I met you in the summer, to my heartbeat.